Here I am near my home on 16 Congress Street in Stoneham, Massachusetts. This town was established in 1725. I grew up here as a kid. We left here when I was going to go into sixth grade, and I can remember the rocks in back of me where my younger brother and I liked to go exploring and climbing these big granite rocks, and you could see why from a kid's point of view. And to keep our baby sister from coming here, we told Donna that there were lions back here. It was dangerous, and she believed us, so that we could just not have her tagging along and have this to ourselves. And we used to just ride our bikes all over this neighborhood. And we both knew if we got in any kind of trouble that Mom would know about it before we even got home. The neighbors would call her and tell her. And now we were on it. I remember being on a party line at that time. So that's hard for folks today to imagine that there would be other people on the same line that we were, so you could hear other people talking. But that's how it was. I'm surprised that the neighborhood in many ways looks very much the same. I mean, it's modernized in a number of ways with kind of flowers and gardens and bushes that are here. And the house that we live in, I expected it to actually seem smaller than it did to us as kids, but it is a pretty good sized home. So I just have those kind of memories. My brother and I can remember being a Cub Scout den in our home and going on Cub Scout outings in the area in Boston. I remember going to First South School, Emerson School, good schools, good experiences. This area was a wonderful place for kids to grow up, felt safe, kind of bucolic, really. No real problems of any kind. I can remember being the first home in the neighborhood to get a television set in 1948 and watching a playoff game between, I think it was Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox for the American League Championship on TV. Remember the Red Sox losing. There's just so many memories I have of this area, almost all of them good. Kid stuff, fun. Just enjoyed it. And the fact that we could just ride our bike all over the place. It was a Columbia bike, and it didn't have different speeds, just one. Remember, I think it was a 28 inch, so it was kind of big for me when I started riding when I was 6. We only had one car, which was typical then. My mom did not drive at that time, which was not at all unusual for that time period. We didn't know what my dad did for a living. He had been in the Army, and he would be gone, of course, good part of the day, sometimes on Saturdays too. Only much later did we find out what he was doing, and that was chemical warfare, working with MIT. Dad had a bachelor's and master's degree in chemistry from the University of New Hampshire. Well-educated family, so very privileged in many respects. So just good, warm, happy childhood memories from this place.